What specifically led you guys to that platform? Because it's paid off for you guys big time.
So it's a funny story. Actually,
back in December, we wrestled for Beyond Wrestling against identical twins, which is crazy. But no, wait, sorry, I'm getting
you're getting confused. So we were backstage at a Ring of Honor show, and Cold Cabana was like, "Guys, why aren't you on TikTok?" And we didn't really know what TikTok was.
And he was like showing us the app, and I'm like,
we were like, "What?"
Yeah, we were so confused. So then, like months later, Cold Cabana's voice was in our ear, and we were like. He was like, make a TikTok.
So it was around, I think, March 31st. We made a TikTok and we're like, we're just going to post whatever.
Just for fun, like videos for fun.
Since April 1st, we made 2 TikToks every single day. We didn't miss a day. So we dove head first. So that's it. I think it was because we had like, let's say 100 followers, but TikTok pushed the video out to like 1,000 people. And we're like, wait, this doesn't make sense. Like Instagram, your followers get it, but on TikTok, like it reaches like random people. So we're like, this app is pretty cool.
Do you think that kind of helped you guys? Because as you mentioned, like the algorithms for every social media are so much different. Like I do really well on Twitter. I don't do great on Facebook or Instagram type of thing. Like they're very unpredictable.
No, it's something that we're kind of like learning and stuff like that. Because I think at the time TikTok, it's still pretty new, but when we joined, it was more newer.
It was such a small community. Even then, like it's already so hard to break through. So I think we just got lucky at the right time, right place. Plus, we thought TikTok was lame, but then during the pandemic, so much adults went onto it,
and there's still not much wrestlers on it. Like I don't know what some wrestlers are doing, but you guys got to get on TikTok.
I know Shaza McKenzie was one of the first ones on there, but.
It's the first one I saw. Her and Marco Stunt was on there. I'll tell you the one that surprised me. I was doing an interview ahead of WrestleMania weekend before everything went down, and Bad Luck Fale was like, he was like, follow me on TikTok. And I was like, really? You're on TikTok? And he's like, yeah, I'm on TikTok.
No, it's crazy because it used to be so much kids on there. Now it's like everyone on there.
I think even Eddie Kingston had.
And I mean, it seems like you all did pretty well on that. Keep up with your social media thing. I mean, you guys have made yourselves more visible, and I mean that goes a long way. I mean, in gaining buzz. Do you guys ever catch heat for social media? Because you're very nice guys. Are there people that are like, there's no way they could be this nice, and they think like?
I think, people that know us, we are, I think, super nice.
And it's weird because when some of our videos blew up, I didn't think it reached the wrestling community. I feel like it was so like non-wrestling community. We're like, okay, cool, we're blowing up on this, but like no one in wrestling. I don't know if they're on TikTok or anything. But I don't know. I think it's definitely helps. Like we're getting to the point where we can't leave the house at all without anyone yelling. Or maybe we'll get into what.
We'll get into it. I mean, I solicited questions, and both Shaza McKenzie and Brian Pillman said, "Who painted the Mona Lisa?"
Mona Lisa. Yeah. Da Vinky?
Oh,
we got it. Wow.
So, I mean, you all are getting this all the time now.
All the time in the mall.
We can't like Christmas shop. We have to Christmas shop when the high schoolers are in school or like. Can't. I mean, it's fine if people say hi, but sometimes they just film us.
If you guys don't know, we made a video that we say who painted the Mona Lisa. We say Da Vinky, and it blew up on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok like crazy.
It was inescapable. It was all over the place. Like, and anytime I've mentioned you guys on social media, it's like reply. Da Vinky. I mean, this probably opened you up to a whole different demographic too, right?
Oh,
I think it's still insane. Like
we became a meme. A meme. Like there's some so good classic memes, and now we became a meme. That's so funny. I think it's because we look silly, our voices are silly, and I think it's not even the Da Vinky, it's the Mona Lisa. Yeah. I think that's very underrated as well.
I mean, I see like a lot of like edits of it too, like on YouTube or anything like that. People doing it and adding to it. Like, have you all been seeing a lot of those? I mean, I'm sure that your social media gets blown up with it every day too. Like, there are people who are still just discovering it, like, every day. That's the beauty of TikTok.
Yeah, no, it even, like, trended on, like, Canada, UK, and stuff. It just like, we see, they don't even tag us.
Yeah,
Like,
we have to look for it, and there's some like really cool ones. There's some really weird ones. We're like our face on like a cat. We're like, what's going on?
Has there been a point where you're like, oh man, this is too much. I don't know if I
So
can handle it.
at the
It
beginning,
was a little overwhelming,
super
especially the
intimidating,
first
like-
2 weeks. Like we made a cameo. And our cameo.
our cameo blew up like crazy. Yeah. Like we filmed over 300 cameos now, just saying like VINKY.
Like VINKY wishes you a happy birthday. But it's like our screen time on our phones, especially in like the first 2 weeks, was like 12 hours or something
Oh
crazy.
my gosh.
Just
It's
like,
'cause
it was so
nobody
hard.
was tagging us. Like people were reposting the meme, and we had to capitalize and be like, "No, this is us.
This is us.
Of
We're the
course.
ones that." So I think we did without putting in that work, we'd have way less followers on like certain platforms.
Yeah, that type of stuff is important. You got to protect the thing that you helped create and make the most out of it. And it seems like you guys have, because like I said, I mean, I had wrestlers from like AEW and other companies that were just like VINKY. When I said, "Hey guys, well, what questions do you have for these fellas?" So I mean, and not only that, I mean, it's not necessarily wrestling centric. So the fact that it crossed over and they seem to do that, has it affected your wrestling bookings at all? Have you had people that are like, well, maybe not even right now, but when things go back to normal, we want to capitalize on this too?
Definitely.
It's super interesting because you could see it both ways. Like we wouldn't make a TikTok if there was wrestling in this. So
we could have been bummed out, right? Because we could have so capitalized on this in the wrestling community. But also we wouldn't have had this we wouldn't have made videos like this if we were wrestling steadily.
But a couple promotions reached out, but we can't even cross the border. So we'll have to wait. That's not really in our mind, or it's in our mind, but I mean, you don't know when you're gonna get to America. But from the shows, we wrestled for RCW in Calgary 16 times.
We had 16 pandemic matches. We were still grinding.
But and when the Mona Lisa video blew up, so much people, non-wrestling fans, came to those shows. So on a much smaller scale,
but also we know that when it is safe to travel, our immediate plans is to like go to like Eastern America or Europe or both instantly, or
at the same time.
You go one way, I go. Because also like when the pandemic hit, we had a 3-week Europe trip planned, and we only were there for 2 days. We were supposed to wrestle for like Body Slam in Denmark, HCW in Hungary, and Germany.
So everything is just getting pushed back a year.
Fortunately, if you all have to do one booking here, one booking somewhere else, you got Luther that can split time, and they'll just think it's both of you guys, and you guys will be all right.
By the way, our Luther's been killing it on AEW as well. I just got to say,
love that dude. He's such a wonderful guy, and obviously you two are very creative minded. You all are constantly creating content, and I've found that mostly if people get into pro wrestling, they are creators. They want to create like art within the ring, art outside the ring, art with their words, all that. Are you all already thinking like, okay, well, we can do this creatively with this meme or that meme or this, and sort of spiral it off into a storyline type of thing?
So our strategy, not really strategy, but some people say quality over quantity. We're all about quantity. We just make whatever, and whatever hits.
I think we're just pretty much building up like this idea of like two fun, silly, maybe not the brightest kind of twins. I mean, that's kind of us in real life, and I think that is just going to carry over to our wrestling persona.
Plus, we realized like we got to just do things our own way. Like so much like wrestlers are just like playing characters, and like we're just going to be ourselves, and like wrestlers don't have TikTok, which gives us a reason to just like stand out and be different as well.
And there are a lot of people, quite frankly, who are like, oh man, I don't like TikTok or anything on it. And those people will probably be like, you know what? I'd like to see those guys go through a table. I think I might.
For sure. No, for sure.
Like, do you all get a lot of that too?
Even like us, like we really want to wrestle like the Briscoes, just throwing that out. Because there's so much good matchups, like being the way we look.
I think our characters like super polar opposites of like a lot of teams.
There's no tag team that looks like us.
None.
Except
or
us.
even like there's even so few twins. Like there's the Tate twins. There's like there's obviously Nikki and Brie and Usos, but like I don't know.
We're not so Moen.
So Moen.
So I mean, are y'all fraternal or identical?
Identical.
Okay. Okay. So, I mean, is that a thing that you all study, or you kind of try to do your own thing? Do you all look at other teams that have been twins in the past? Because you all are categorically different than these people. I mean, like you mentioned, even though there have been twin teams, you all are way different than those guys or girls.
I think we just come up with our own ideas. I don't know. It's weird because a lot of people I don't know how to explain it.
Because a lot of people are like inspired by certain wrestlers, but we have no one to look at because there's no one like us before us.
Yeah, there's not a template for what you guys are doing.
It's a lonely road.
Well, as we wrap up, let people know where they can follow you on social media. Of course, TikTok, YouTube. You guys are producing a whole lot of content right now, a lot of entertaining stuff, and I see you guys everywhere.
Cool. Let's get into it. So everything is pretty much Voros Twins, Twitter, YouTube, Instagram. We're doing weekly vlogs on YouTube, youtube.com/Voros Twins.
Just go along with the ride. You never know where we're going to pop up in the wrestling world. So just stay tuned. Drink lots of water. And whoa.
Ours is bigger.
Oh, you all share, though. Not fair.
We share.
Not fair.
Deshaun?
We since it's Christmas time, we want to give you a quick gift.
Oh, a quick little gift.
Please.
We want to give you the power of VINKY.
Woo! What more could you ask for, people? Follow these guys. Keep up with these guys. You're going to be seeing them all over the place. Voros Twins, I want to thank you all so much.
Cool. Thank you. My hands. I can't control
we always
my
talk
hands.
with our hands. So.
There we go.
Until next time, guys, we're out.